It's May 5th, 2020, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxell, and welcome aboard the Nautilus. We'll be traveling 20,000 leagues under the sea to the mysterious island of this week's news. I know that's Jose Ferrer, not James Mason, but his beard looks more like mine. Today is Cinco de Mayo, which commemorates the victory of the Mexican army over the French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862. It's also a great excuse for white people to be as offensive as possible. These look like the type of girls who can't properly pronounce fajita and get mad when their nail technicians speak to each other in anything other than English. Speaking of nail technicians, Georgia's hair and nail salons have opened back up for business, so now you can look as fly as possible for your virtual photo shoots. You know what? I feel like I've already reported on this story twice already. Who wrote this? Allie, was it you?
Yeah, look, Brian, I really ain't got nothing for you this week. I really didn't keep up with news other than just constantly refreshing Reddit, and since I only follow doom and gloom subreddits, I'm only getting stuff like how 250,000 people are going to die because some states are reopening, and the food supply chain. The food supply chain is completely going to go downhill, and we're all going to starve. So we have to start growing our own food. I only have one little zucchini plant going. I can't live on that. And, Aunt Sharon is hearing everything from Fox News, and so, I hear that secondhand, and everything's going to be fine. It's all going to go back to normal. Everything's going to be the way it was. And, the way it was the problem. So, yeah, that's all I got for you this week, Brian. But virtual photo shoots are totally a thing. You should follow that.
This just in, virtual photo shoots are actually a thing. Now, how this works is you get on a video chat with a photographer. They tell you how to position your laptop or your phone or whatever device you're using for videoing. They instruct you on where to put lights and props, and then they tell you how to pose, and they take a screen grab. And that's it. That is literally it. Sessions like this are running upwards of $300, which is why NewsBrake correspondent, writer, and semi-professional filmmaker Allie O'Neill is announcing her retirement from comedy and opening up shop as a virtual photographer. No, Allie, I'm not plugging your business ventures to the Sketchworks audience, especially because I've decided to do the same thing. My first client is John Babcock. The coronavirus pandemic is changing how so many of us earn a living. Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard breaks down the results of what many of us neglect to do when we work from home.
This is how many of us are getting our jobs done these days. We're working from home. We're on our laptops, often video conferencing with friends, family, and co-workers. And oftentimes, many of us are forgetting to do one thing. A recent survey found nearly 1 in 2 people say they don't always wear pants when they're working from home. 1 in 10 people surveyed say they never wear pants when they work from home. For example, look at this ABC News reporter during a recent Good Morning America. He's not wearing any pants at all. Workplace etiquette experts say you should always be wearing pants when you're working from home. Their reasoning? If you have to wear pants at the office, you should be wearing pants when you're at home on the company's time. After all, they say making the right first impression is always important. For Sketchworks NewsBrake, I'm Tim Millard.
On second thought, I'm not going to do that virtual photo shoot thing. I don't want any part of that. The U.S. Supreme Court took a big step into the 21st century this week by holding arguments over the phone and broadcasting the hearings live. Justices have long resisted the use of technology in their court hearings, and it showed, as Chief Justice John Roberts opened the hearing by asking, "Can you hear me now? Good." Justices Clarence Thomas, Neil Gorsuch, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg also kept interrupting the proceedings by screaming, "Wazza!" Colorado Governor Jared Polis this week rescinded the state's stay-at-home order and allowed businesses to reopen, including hair salons, massage parlors, and tattoo shops. No one cared because Colorado Governor Jared Polis don't talk like a redneck. Several car dealerships around Winston-Salem, North Carolina have reported a rash of vehicle thefts. Since mid-March, a total of 46 cars valued at $1.1 million have been stolen. After an exhaustive investigation, law enforcement finally uncovered the guilty parties. Turns out 19 juveniles, ranging in age from 9 to 16 years old, have been identified as being involved. And while the group's ringleader has yet to be identified, police strongly suspect it's Ace from Stand By Me. Fraternity bros and business school graduates alike are mourning the announcement that clothing retailer J. Crew is filing for bankruptcy. The company has nearly $2 billion in long-term debt. That's going to take a lot of popping collars to pay off. Murder hornets have been spotted in America. So add that to the list of things from Asia that will kill you. Carnival Cruise Line plans to start sailing again as early as August. Its fleet is currently docked because of the coronavirus pandemic that turned many cruise ships into floating petri dishes. Carnival is offering all guests a free punch in the face because if you're dumb enough to get back on a cruise ship so soon, you're dumb enough to get punched in the face. And now a new segment, which I call A Moment with My Beard. Here are some interesting facts about beards. The French word for cotton candy literally translates to daddy's beard. I use that line on Tinder. Bearded men carry less harmful bacteria on their face than clean-shaven men. Beards protect you from harmful UV rays. Beards mask the visible signs of aging. In the Middle Ages, touching another man's beard was grounds for a duel. Beards grow faster when a man has gone a long time without having sex. And that's the secret to mine being so thick and full. And that is your moment with my beard. You know, we like to keep things commercial-free here at Sketchworks NewsBrake, except for our own commercials. Here is Santa Erica with news about a new virtual class we're offering starting next week.
Hi, my name's Santa Erica, and you might be wondering why I'm in my bathroom right now. You also might be wondering why I'm wearing a wig. What I do know is that I'm going to be teaching a brand new virtual class with Sketchworks Comedy. This class will be covering Uta Hagen's 6 steps.
This will be great for you if you want a class that combines acting technique and sketch comedy acting, if you are brand new to Uta Hagen or Uta Hagen's 6 steps, if you are a comedy writer who wants more insight into character motivations and character subtext, or if you just generally want to know the meaning of life.
For only $99, this class can be yours.
Don't look at me like that. We had to cancel our live shows in April and in May, and our lawsuit against the rights holders of Greece is still dragging on. #FreeVape. Times are hard. We got to make some money, all right? Please, just take the class. A Florida man tried to ride out the coronavirus by isolating himself inside an abandoned Disney World resort. Sheriff's deputies found Richard McGuire camping out at Disney's Discovery Island. The island closed in 1999, but McGuire told deputies he didn't know the island was restricted. He just thought it was part of Disney's planned Pandemic Playground theme park. Staying in Florida, which are words you never want to hear, 90 pounds of marijuana washed up on a beach in the Florida Keys last Thursday in a barrel. Police are questioning the Mario brothers. Yesterday, the entertainment magazine Variety announced Nicolas Cage has been tapped to play Tiger King Joe Exotic in an upcoming 8-episode scripted series based on the Netflix dumpster fire documentary Tiger King. Following his casting, Cage, ever the method actor, immediately visited the San Diego Zoo and shot 5 tigers. That's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxell. Tell your mom Happy Mother's Day for me. She'll know what I mean.
Can you hear me now? Good.
What's up?